Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Magiclysm. We are here with Luna Crowley, a broken Luna Crowley. In the last, we were thrown about by both a brute and a very large demon spider. But we managed to make it back to home. We now have a chance to recover, with our left arm being pretty well broken and our torso rather injured. But that healing process is going to be a long one. Many days are going to be spent here under the water, but those will be days spent reading, studying, and trying to better ourselves so that we might be ready for the horrors that are out there, and so that we can get our bloody bike back. And so with that, our recovery begins. Well, it's 4:30 in the morning and the end of our first day. Most of the time has been spent reading about, well, at the moment, internal combustion, but before that, it was Magitech Illustrated. We're trying to learn about how to better apply mechanical knowledge. And that's not so much vehicles, but I guess engines still, and specifically how we might be able to eventually make these mana-infusing bracelets. We're still a ways off that, but we are learning more and more. However, for now, we need to head upstairs. We need to hit the hay. Oh, and upon exiting up to the top to get some fresh air this morning, and by this morning I mean late in the afternoon but morning for Luna, we find ourselves up against a grappler, something that must have swum itself onto our research station here. So let's go draw out our cavalry saber, as we're more than likely going to get pulled towards this thing. We'll wait as it does pull us in. We start to slash. As it does manage to get a quick strike off towards our eyes, we take the creature out. And we are going to make sure that we splash that corpse to pieces. However, it's going to be rather messy. And there we go. We've got a corpse left, and we know what to do with those corpses. Dragging it on over here, we're going to go and start a fire. And there we go. We happily light that fire, and we'll just wait by it for a moment or two, getting warm as we do, and then we'll find our way back downstairs. Well, we managed to complete an achievement here. Engineer. Yeah. Year 1, autumn day 14. We've got level 7 in mechanics. Time to celebrate with some cheese. Yes, it's not much of a lunch, but you know what? Let's have some cheese and sauerkraut at the same time. I mean, that's something, and we'll wash it all down with some nice black tea. You do what you have to while you're healing, hey Luna. And there we go. Mechanics of 8. That's all that we can learn from this book at this stage, so we'll need to pick a new study focus while we recover. And there we go. Another day. This time at 3:30 p.m. We have some weird sleeping hours. We are going to be going to rest now, and we've just finished getting a level in Ethereal Grasp. We're going to be trying to spread our levels across a number of different spells to make sure that we have a lot of utility going forwards. But for now, that's another day done, Luna. Okay, finishing up another day, this time at 4:30 a.m. Yeah, I know we have some strange times going on. It is winter now as well, mind you, and we've just gotten another level in Ethereal Grasp. We've got it up to level 9 now. No chance of failure, which is great. That's pretty much where we want to try and get our spells to. No chance of failure, and that means that we're just going to have a good time with them in general. So from this point, I'm going to go and have a look at some of our other spells and pick what we want to learn next. Okay, we just popped upstairs to go start a fire yet again, and we're being greeted by a rather large zombie right in our doorway. So let's go ahead and draw up that cavalry saber of ours and see if we can do a little bit of work here. And very quickly, we managed to do that. Now, we're going to go and drag it out of here, first of all, because that's going to be messy. And let's see, it's got quite a bit on it, which means that there's going to be a nice big blaze around the corner here. So, yeah, let's go ahead, drag that on. Looks like some of the blood has managed to dissipate, which is nice. We're just going to go put our saber back away and start a nice fire over here. Yes, lovely. We happily light that fire. Now, relatively sure that zombie is going to burn up pretty quickly in there. That'll be nice. So the thing that we've been working on downstairs at the moment is Stone's Endurance. That is the spell that's going to enable us to turn mana into stamina. Really good if we end up out of breath in a pinch. And there's quite a low level max for that spell. It's only 12 and we're nearly there. So I'll see you once we're done with that. Here we are, tired at the end of another day, yet we are that much closer to completing our study on Stone's Endurance. I won't sugarcoat it, we haven't been living a luxurious life down here. We've been surviving pretty much off black tea and fruit jam. Not exactly the most healthiest we could be, but we've been supplementing with multivitamins. There just isn't that much for us down here. We will delve into the MREs eventually, but for now, we're gonna stick to this weird diet. Well, a little bit of good news here. While we've been studying, our arm has finally healed. I believe we are going to be able to take it out of the sling now, which means that we can go ahead and drop that down over here. Arm splint, yes, be gone. And at this point, we can go and just bandage it and hope that we're going to be able to get it to recover pretty quickly. So we'll disinfect it, first of all, and then apply a bandage. We're nearly done with our healing, and we're on day 5 of winter. Well, we are rather tired. We're going to be going to sleep again, but we are very close to getting Stone's Endurance up to that maximum level of 12. And I think its maximum level is 12 at the moment because our spellcraft is level 11. I feel like it's going to be quite a good spell for us, just having a look at it at the moment. Stone's Endurance. So 0% chance this is going to fail. And yeah, casting cost is 1,000 mana, so it is a fair amount here, but I feel like it's going to give us a really decent amount of stamina back for this. Okay, yeah, no, we've maxed out Stone's Endurance at this stage, so I'm pretty damn happy with that. I think the next thing for us is going to be trying to max out Burning Hands, because that's going to be a major damaging spell for us, but we could always go back to our good old-fashioned Magic Missile. And while I do think that's a good idea, we're going to do Burning Hands first. Well, I decided to get Burning Hands to level 10, because that's halfway to max level, and I feel like that's pretty good for us, you know, for the time being. Well, actually, having a look at this at the moment, Magic Missile is 1 level off its maximum level at the moment, for us, which is 15. So sure, we'll go ahead and get that up just that 1. And with that, we've got our level, but we are feeling rather tired, so it's time to sleep once again. This time, we're on day 7 of winter. I think we might end up sleeping through all of winter in here. So we managed to get our frost armor up to level 10. We are feeling quite tired now though, and we are on day 9. So Luna seems to be kind of staying up for 2 days at a time and then sleeping. Interesting what happens to your sleep cycle when you're kind of underground like this, but we are still in the process of healing. We're going to keep at it, and we might have to change those bandages. They have been on for a little while, and they eventually start to lose their effect, and sure enough, that's kind of what's happened here, so we'll make sure that we actually try and give it a little bit of extra treatment. It can get lost in that big old activity log on the side there. Okay, we've got up to level 10 in Point Flare. It is 3:35 in the morning, and it's day 11 of winter, and we're finally fully healed. So we're going to have a little bit of late night dinner, throw ourselves into bed, and then tomorrow we're going to be heading back out into the world. Once we're nice and prepared, first of all, of course. Okay, now I believe we are good to go. The only thing that we might need is something for our head to stay nice and warm, because we have a thermal electric suit on underneath at the moment. You know what? We should probably recharge that before we actually leave here if we can. So we'll get a light disposable battery so that we can turn it on if we need to, and I reckon we might need a scarf or something like that. Just a little bit more to keep our head warm. I'm trying to keep a little bit less on our arms in general. You can see that we do have some encumbrance issues, but they aren't major. So like our rings, we've got them split between our right and our left hand, but because they're being worn close to the skin, it counts as multiple things. The encumbrance there is super minor. We're getting like 2 encumbrance on our hands, so it's really nothing at all. So I'm thinking, yeah, a scarf or something like that would be quite nice. It would keep us mostly warm. Even a flame-resistant hood, I mean, that's okay. We don't want to go over the top here. Alright, I think we're going to go with the headscarf for now. That should help us out a fair amount. Okay, it's time to dive into that uncomfortable water, which is really not going to be that fun with how cold it is now. Yeah, wonderful. Well, it's time to do it. Dive into the water. Our torch goes, well, it's quenched. And we're going to go make our way over towards the corner here. And you can see that we already have a flotation vest here. Now, I think we want to try and hold on to our own if we can. It is very encumbering though, that's the issue. Ideally, what will happen here is we're going to be able to make our way along all the way towards our bike and, you know, store on the bicycle so that if we need to just port back home, we can. And so I think that's what we're going to start off with, just trying to make our way there. So we'll keep it on us for now, but if we need to, we can always take it off. And I think we are going to have to stay with this slightly zoomed out view just while we're making our way around here because, yeah, trouble can come from any angle at this stage. So we want to be as prepared as we can be as we start to make our way across. I'll just make sure that we do have our wand with charges, which is good if we need it. And you might have also noticed some other things in Luna's inventory. We do have 2 grenades. Now, I don't think grenades are going to be all that useful against a demon spider. In general, it seems to be pretty fire resistant. I'm thinking the best thing that we could do against the... just trying to ignore some Migos at the moment, against the demon spider would be using something like magic missile. In a ideal world, we will have, you know, slowed it down first with ethereal grasp or something like that. Well, howdy. Hot damn. Okay, we crack open a crate and we find ourselves a 50 caliber anti-material rifle. Now, that is something that could maybe kill a giant spider. Now, we have no experience with using rifles, so the chance for us to get a good shot would be incredibly difficult. So having a look, so a squirrel is a hard target to hit anyway. But yeah, even at 100% steadiness here, we're going to have a very low chance to hit. So as cool as this thing is, I think we're probably going to leave it in the crate here. Yeah, the scar, very cool as well, but we'll just be leaving that for now. As we continue on our journey, not too far to the north, as we can see a horrible creature all the ways up there. So I think we'll just start to try and make our way towards the radio tower here. Yeah? That sounds like a sound plan. Oh boy, Amigo Slaver. To the west. Let's see how far to the west. All the way over there. It is faster than us. Well, that's good to see that that thing is moving around so quickly. So let's just, let's try and carefully maneuver our way around here. It is to the north now. Okay. We've got a zombie dog around here somewhere. Okay. And German shepherds. Right. Wow, they are moving quite quick. Right, well, if we need to do it, we will do it, ideally. Yep, no, here we go. Right, flotation vest, you need to pop off. You can see kind of what we're wearing at the moment. We don't have our leather corset on anymore, we just have this thermal undershirt on and just like a few things strapped over the top. We're going to go ahead and draw out this cavalry saber. And, well, I guess it would have been nice to have some frost armor up before we started here. Snow glare. Oh boy, I didn't think about that. Okay, are we going to be able to get a casting off here in time? How long? I know we're not going to be able to cast it at the moment. How long does it take to cast? Casting time is 2 seconds. That's going to be tight. We'll try. Frost armor. Stop casting? No. Okay, there we go. Easy. Now we have some really nice armor on ourselves for 400 turns here. Okay, yeah, it's good. The bash and cut protection, it'll help us out. And the braces that we have, they actually do help us out quite a lot when it comes to our arms. So generally, we shouldn't see them breaking. I know we did just have a break, but you know, these things happen. So with cavalry saber in hand, we'll let this thing run towards us as we ready ourselves for an attack. Okay, there we go. No problem. We stun it with a strike that just cuts straight down into it with ease. That's the power of a magical blade. Unfortunately, the sunlight is making it a little bit more difficult for us to see. We're going to have to keep that in mind as we put the flotation vest back on because it's a little too big for us to carry. We can see that there is a Migo to the west, so let's try to avoid that where we can. Oh, no, it's not going to give us the opportunity to do so. Right, with that, we are going to ready up our magic missile. We could go magic missile or we could go for point flare here. So let's see, range is 20, damage is 20. What is point flare going to give us? So point flare is going to be, oh, it's only a range of 8, but it does so much more damage, 56 damage. Okay, we are slightly impeded apparently. So yeah, magic missile. I mean, 20 damage out here is worth it, and it's just outside of our range at the moment. So unfortunately, we will lose that time, but that's okay. Let's just go ahead and start flinging magic missiles towards this creature, and we're more than likely going to be able to, yep, do the damage we need to. And at this stage, it is just going to keep on running from us, but we can get a little bit closer. Let's see if we can kill it now with point flare. Okay, we have the range, and bam, there we go, 53 damage on that one. And yeah, we are using a bit of mana here, but I feel like it's worth the experience of actually casting these spells. And, oh, just outside, huh? Well, we're going to go ahead and finish you off. A few more magic missiles in your direction is enough to do it. There we go. Wonderful. Alright, and our mana will regenerate. Let's just walk over this thing's corpse and make sure that it's dead. This we don't have to smash, but we'll probably still try to, not knowing whether or not it has the ability to revive. Okay, and we've been seen over to the west yet again by another Migo, so let's try and make our way further back. I think we're safe now. The southeast, there are some more zombies. Okay, we've definitely been seen by one at this stage. Alright, let's stick out in the fields here if we can. Try and go directly west at the stage. Maybe go through the forest? Yeah, that's what we'll try and do. And yet another Migo. Okay, well, you know what? I think we're just going to let it get closer, get within that 8 range, and then we're going to point flare it, because 50 damage is a decent amount. Nearly 60 on that one then. Okay, point flare yet again, dangerously close. Okay, it is most certainly dangerously close, but there we go. That is over 100 points of damage from those 2 spells. It is now on fire. It's running away. It might actually burn to death here. Let's see. No, not quite. Well, we've got trouble, so let's see if we can actually just outpace the trouble. Yeah, I think we can. Even just walking, we're going to be faster than those zombies are. So let's do that. The Migo we shouldn't have to worry about. So let's just carry on along our way. We could travel through the town, but it's, well, as we can see, there is a small little horde there, so we'll actually go up in the direction of Hub 01. Not knowing exactly what to expect there, but we need to try and keep our focus. Oh, as a zandeer appears, charging towards us, and it is coming quite quickly. So, let's see, Ethereal Grasp, how much mana are you going to be? 400. It's quite a lot. 2-second casting time. Oh boy. Well, we haven't really tried Rock Bolt yet either. The range on it isn't amazing. I think we might have to start off with a point flare here. Oh boy, that is definitely close. It is already suffering from minor bleeding. We hear a slight explosion as, yeah, we've done some damage to it, certainly. Now I'm thinking what might be good for us. We don't have our armor anymore, I believe. No, so we can't drop that off in time. We might be able to get an activation on this lightning bracer. Let's see. Okay, attacked. Ouch, something hurts. We're going to keep on going. Minimal. It's managed to get in quite a few attacks here, but we did some good damage with that as we take some damage to our left arm. It's zapped. It's suffering from minor bleeding. We're going to go pull out the saber and slash the thing down. There we go. 57 damage. still very, very good. I mean, it's the kind of damage that we can do with our spells at the moment, so this saber is always going to be a good option for us. It's free for us to use too. Well, free other than the fact that it uses our stamina. So with this tough zombie getting nice and close, we'll take a few quick strikes, kill the thing, as it appears there are other zandeers around. We'll have to be careful with those creatures because they're fast as hell. We can be fast too on the surface if we cast the right spells, but right now we're going to try and conserve a little bit of our mana. There we go. All three of them have been smashed into pieces, which is what we like to see. And we're going to go, I was going to say slurp some tea, but we don't actually need to right now. We might just have an aspirin to help deal with that minimal pain. Wasn't much of a wound, so I think we could probably get away with just putting a adhesive bandage on that left arm. Yeah, just a wee boo-boo. So to the west we have a zandeer, to the east we have a regular zombie. I think we're going to have to go a little bit closer to this ominous structure, one might think. Yeah, so let's go chuck back on the flotation vest here, and we'll start to make our way slightly to the north. And then we got Amigo to the north. Well, it looks like this zandeer is coming for us. Not much we can do to stop that now, so let's just get ready for it, and we'll actually do some casting to prepare. So the flotation vest will go down. We might be able to get frost armor off in time here. I'm certainly going to want to try. There we go, frost armor, fantastic. Does use up a lot of our mana though, and we'll go and draw that saber out. There we go, a good strike against this thing. And, ooh, ripped our thermal electric suit, but it didn't do any damage to us. That's okay. As we strike again and again, unfortunately the sunlight reflecting off the snow is making it hard for us to see. Our headscarf is ripped, but we managed to kill the zandeer with a nice critical, gutting the creature as its innards spill all over the ground. Steam rising in this afternoon cold climate. So, we've got yet another zandeer to the west. We could spend some time trying to repair some of our equipment, but I feel like that's probably not the best use of our time here. So we'll go chuck back on the flotation vest, put the saber away, and we're just going to start making our way up towards the north, towards this Migo, slightly towards the west, and we'll actually see if we can catch the zandeers. Okay, so there's two of them over there, and there's actually a book on the ground as well. What do we have? What book? A clinical guide to video gamers. I see. Right. Lovely. Well, we'll leave that for now, and we'll just try to make our way around them. Okay, we're going to have to go a lot further north to be able to do that. There we go. This is okay. And we're hearing gunshots. Gunshots coming from down below. One might think it has something to do with this very large structure up here. With no windows, seemingly no doors. Let's just make our way to the edge of the forest. Oh yeah, that is a very loud shot. We've got a grim howler and a coyote over towards the west. No doubt we're going to have to deal with some creatures as we enter the woods. Hopefully nothing like what we were dealing with on the other side. But there's only one way for us to find that out. And that is to enter the woods here. Okay, in we go, Luna. In we go. And there's a zandeer, nice and close. Of course there's two zandeers. Well, we know what to do with that. Yup. Okay. Oh, we need to wield it. Alright. Activate the wand. Oh god, it takes a second. It really does take a second. And bam! Okay. A decent explosion. The fireball ripping through the woods here. So we've got two in a line. Right, might be time for burning hands, one might think. So let's have a look at that. We have enough mana, 420. So, 48 heat, pretty decent. The casting time, we gotta try. Okay, we're attacked, yes, I realize that. And they're nice and close, fantastic. And bam, burning hands tears through them. However, just a little bit more. So what we need right now is a fast cast. So let's go through. Oh, of course, we need mana. Well, we might not in this instance. What we're going to do is we're just going to drop the wand onto the ground. We are going to pull our saber out of its sheath. One of the great things about having a sheath is that this is very fast. And we're just going to start slashing away at these already weakened creatures. And with a few good slashes, we do take both of them out. Luna, you've come a long way already. This creature could have very easily killed her at the start of the game. This saber has been an invaluable find for us. So let's go grab that wand of fireballs. And you have to remember, we are, we're making these attacks while wearing a freaking flotation vest. Like, that is encumbering us a ton. That, combined with the fact that we are getting blinded by the sun right now, I feel like Luna's doing a pretty damn good job. So, with that minor pain in mind, we are going to take another aspirin as we make our way into these dangerous and ominous looking woods. Everything looking very kind of grey and dead now. We'll try and keep our eyes open as we make our way through. Okay, we've got a bit of a clearing coming up, and then it's pretty much a straight shot on towards that mysterious lab. Was that... It is a SWAT zombie. Okay, well, let's get our saber out. Hope that we're going to be able to actually do some damage to this creature, and ideally we'll have it on a square where we are going to be at an advantage. Right now it looks like it's going to be just... yeah. Okay. You're bleeding at least. Well, let's take another strike then. Okay, we're being grabbed. Another few. Okay. A bit of a bash to the torso there, but nothing that we can't handle. You actually do have a assault rifle on you and a Kevlar vest. Ah, boy. Our frost armor has worn out. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. And you know what? I feel like now is as good a time as ever. We are going to go ahead and down one of these mana potions. There we go, just to get a little bit back. Otherwise, we're never going to use those potions, Thought we did see something to the north then. We are getting very close to the edge of this opening. I'm hoping we have nothing too strange here. Okay, nearly out, Luna. And there we go. A nice big opening. We can see it all the way around us. And at this point, yeah, we're just heading on from here. So let's try and do that carefully as we can. We've spotted a zombie somewhere nearby. The safe mode is on, so it's close. Oh, I see you. Okay, well, let's just try and pull you into the bush for now. Okay. Yep, a little bit closer. There we go. Excellent. Quick slashes enough to do it. Vacuro's son. Are you going to be useful to us at all, I wonder? Let's see. Yeah, the Bardaveli's okay. I don't think we're going to learn anything from you. Yeah, it'll be kind of just for fun. Right, this is also just for fun. It can help, winding out tension. Right now, we're okay. So I think we'll leave that on the zombie. As we find, oh boy, a new creature for us. Troll. And an oversized crow. Okay, well, let's have a look at this. We've got a shrieker up here and a bloody troll. Okay, that's a little bit further to the south there. By this oversized crow. This is a monstrous green-skinned humanoid. Trolls are renowned for their thick hides and natural regenerative ability. I feel like Luna has played enough Dungeons and Dragons to know that trolls are vulnerable to fire, so I guess that's something that's going for us, but we're going to leave that the hell alone as we just continue to make our way north, past these crates. I don't think there's anything in them. I guess we could get close to look, and we're probably going to have to take care of this shrieker. There we go. Oh, come on. Really? You got our leg bleeding. Okay, let's put some pressure onto the wound. Thankfully, it wasn't a very severe wound. And because of that reason, we're just going to go and put a adhesive bandage on it. That's very poor. That's got none. Okay, we'll put one on our torso, and then we'll do our right leg as well. There we go. It doesn't have to be anything, too great for those minor wounds. Oh boy. A troll. A bloody troll. Okay. We're going to make our way up towards this road and then continue on north towards our bike. What a journey it's been to get back to here. To the northeast we can see demon spiderlings. Okay. And there's a stone golem down there by the barn who is now chasing us. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure that we can outpace. Yep, we can. Even at a walking pace we can outpace the golem. Which is good. And you'd imagine you'd be able to. This thing is made out of stone after all. Okay. Giant wasps and zombies, oh my. Now you're probably going to be able to intersect us here. Not if we get on the road though. So let's just try. Oh, okay, the Grim Howlers are here. Well, I guess this is happening, huh? Let's go ahead and wield the wand. We're going to make this quick if we can. Okay. Ignore and bam. There we go. That's what we want to see happen. Right now you are nearly dead, and we can probably kill you relatively easy. So, let's saber this, and we can probably saber the other wolf that's on its way towards us. Okay. There we go. So, we'll quickly smash those corpses, and make our way away from all of those gunshots. Finally on the road, we'll be able to pick up even more speed, as there is a stone golem to the west as well. Lots of stone golems around. Okay, so let's just carry on our way, hoofing it up and down this road. We've got a wild boar that's interested in us right now, and a smoker. Okay, well hopefully we can get them all interested in each other, and it seems to be the case. Yes, let's just wind around these two, and hopefully, yeah, just outwalk them. Hi there. Hi. What the hell? Well, that's a nice surprise, isn't it? From the east, a very large number of dead exit the woods. Okay. Okay. Right. They're going to follow us. They're going to be a problem, so we can either deal with them now or we can deal with them later. I would love to be able to get them with Ethereal's Grasp here, if possible. I'm going to go ahead and wield the wand regardless, because we're going to need it here. And let's just have a look. Ethereal Grasp. 400 mana. It's got a pretty good range on it. Oh, come on. Tell me we won't lose that. So we want to do snap to target here, if we can. Let's just attempt. Okay. How far can we go here? Okay, we can get most of them with this. Brilliant. Okay. Time will be lost. Stop casting the spell? No. Okay. So let's try that again. I think we might actually have to target specifically a zombie. Like from that point. Oh, wow. Yeah, look at that. Hell yes. Okay, so now they're all really nice and slow. Oh, apart from the ones that are right in front of us. That's great, isn't it, Rycon? Yep. Okay, well, we need to deal with that shocker first of all, so we're going to go ahead and activate the wand, try and dodge the zombie hunter. Come on. Oh god, come on, Luna. Luna. Okay. God damn, that's dangerous. Well, we'll go ahead and launch off in that direction. Okay. Good damage. Very good damage. But right now, we're in a... we're in trouble because we have electricity all around us. I would love to be able to activate this wand again and get this next group that are right in front of us. Ideally, we would get that shocker too, but that's not going to happen. We need to deal with what's in front of us right now. Okay, and that's a good start. Now, those two probably are going to die. We just need to try and wait out the zap here. Okay. Not quite. Not quite enough. Okay, so at this point, we don't have enough mana, but we might be able to use the escape boots just to get enough distance here. That's all that we need. Distance. The other option is for us to just run back. That will give us some space. We've got the stamina to do it, so let's get a little bit of distance here and see if that will help us. Okay. So, these two we need to deal with first of all. You know what? I mean, we could try and shoot them. That's definitely an option. We've got minor skill with handguns here, though. Luckily, the rest of them are all still being slowed by that ethereal grasp and, aren't doing too well. So, let's see. How do we want to try and do this then, Luna? We're going to go ahead and wield the Celtic, put that back into our inventory, and we're going to take a shot. We're going to take a shot at this one here, and we'll just start aiming up as it gets closer towards us. Oh, you're right here. Stop aiming. Yes. Well, you're right in front of us. We'll go ahead and take a shot. It's a good shot. Bad bleeding. Okay, try and steady up again. Attacked. Stop aiming. Yes. Okay. That's good. Over towards the next. Okay, stop aiming. Yes. We're looking okay. There we go. That's what we're after, Luna. We're going to go ahead and drop this pistol to the ground. We're going to go ahead and wield the wand of fireballs yet again. And we're going to try and get at least that shocker and a few of the others in this casting. So, activate the wand. Ignore the other zombie for now. And we're going to try and just go like that, I think. We could get the one that's in front of us as well. That one I'm not so concerned with. There we go. I like that. Let's draw out the saber. Take that one down. Wield the wand yet again. Put that in the back scabbard. And we'll try and get a whole heap with yet another casting. We've got enough. Okay. Here we go. So let's get the spitter in as many as we can. I feel like that's probably going to be a better casting for us. And it is. More of them die as the wand lets loose a massive explosion. Okay. Let's go for this group over here. More fresh. Dead. Okay. It's working out so far. It's working out. And being so close to those flames, the ones that are already wounded won't stand as much of a chance. I'm just letting them get a little bit closer. There we go. I feel like that's probably close enough. Another casting, Luna. We're actually casting a bit faster with the one now, it feels like. That's going to be right in front of us. Oh boy. Yep. That's a lot of death there. Let's go ahead and just back up a little bit here. They've effectively got to come through flames to get to us now. I'm a little bit concerned about the hollow that's back there and the zapper. We haven't really hit any of them yet, so let's go and get them a little bit of pain. So back towards this group here, and we will go snap to target. That's the lot that we're looking for. And there we go, a nice big boom. Lovely. Okay, that zapper is on fire. Strong chance it's just going to die like that. The grappler could potentially pull us into flames, so we need to be wary of that as we step around. Let's go a little bit further, and I think at this stage we're going to need to go back to the saber. We are bleeding slightly from our wounds, so we'll need to keep that in mind, but I think for now we should be okay. The acid is going to do some work to them too. Come on, there we go. And this hollow needs to die. Come on, there we go. Just down to little things now, and with that, we'll put the saber away and we'll stop the bleeding on our legs. We didn't take that much damage, considering what we were doing here. Now let's very quickly grab our pistol before it catches on fire. That could be very bad, and we'll stop running. So, we don't know where this group came from. No siree, but they were here to cause trouble, that's for sure. We're going to go ahead and knock back yet another mana potion, just to give us a little bit more gas in the tank. Oh boy, and we're going to get smashing. And I think we probably are going to need to try and repair some of our equipment. I don't think we have what we need to be able to do it though, so this thermal electric suit of ours really isn't all that great. What are you? Grappler? We'll just go ahead and smash you. The rest of them stand a strong chance just to burn to death, so we'll probably be leaving them, more than likely. Yeah. Wow. Bit of a mess. And actually, you know what? I'm seeing something here now. Yep, that's where they came from. A cabin. Okay, I feel like we're going to have to check it out. I think first, though, let's make it to the bike, and then we'll we'll head back here, because ideally we will rest up before we go and try and take on another bloody demon spider. Believe me, I don't think we should, but at the same time, I feel like Luna has a certain kind of tenacious nature about her. And there's our bike, just waiting for us. Okay, what did we actually have in the back here? A duffel bag. Wonderful. Yep. Okay, so let's start riding and make our way towards this, towards this little home. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with some of the dead that are here. Wait till the fires go out. We should be okay with doing that. We ran over the rest of the bodies there, destroying several items in the process apparently. And there's an iridescent cat that we can see, supposedly. Okay, well, that's the place. So let's just turn the bicycle off the road here. Stop up at this point. Leave this bicycle be, and we'll try and crack into this. Oh, it's open. Okay. Let's close all the curtains first of all. Need to secure this place. Very small little cabin, but I like it. It's going to give us a chance to actually repair some of our equipment potentially, and I think there's a strong chance that we have food here as well. Let's turn on our lamp. Head down here first of all and see what they've got in the way of food. They've got some yogurt. It's frozen. Okay. Alright, some bacon. It's frozen as well. But what we can do is start a fire over here, and we can use that fire to cook and warm things up. So that is nice at least. There's a border collie out to the east. Okay. What do we have on the on the bookshelves here? Archery for kids and a fantasy novel. Well, we're living in a fantasy, Luna. Well, a fantasy world, fantasy-esque world. We need to get some rags, first of all, and I think one of the easiest ways for us to do that is probably just to chop up one of these blankets, just tear it into pieces. So that blanket there, it's going to take 3 seconds for us to cut that up. And then we're going to go and use our tailoring kit here to try and repair some of our equipment. Thermal electric suit, first of all. Okay, let's try and go until it's fully repaired. Okay. Now we can probably reinforce it. Fantastic. Okay, so headscarf next, or cargo pants. We can reinforce them. Excellent. Headscarf, let's get you reinforced, sure, and work our way down. The runner's pack. Okay, we'll go until fully repaired. Okay, but that's the thing. Some of the things are a little bit harder for us to do, so you need to make sure that you aren't going to keep on just wasting material if there is no chance of success. So here, there's no chance of us getting that any more repaired than it is. We can't reinforce it. That's fine. We'll just go with that. Before anything else, I want to go and just drop this flotation vest off on the bike. Just because, yeah, that's been weighing us down quite a bit, or just making things harder for us. So let's go start up a fire here. That'll make us nice and happy. Got a few things around. Let's see, what are we able to cook in this place? Food-wise. Oh, clean water. Wonderful. So I think we might be able to use like the copper pot to do some heating here. So let's just see if we can activate it. Generally, we need something like, yeah. Oh no, heat up food. There we go. We can heat it up. Wonderful. Oh, it's rotten. Oh, damn. That's unfortunate. Well, we can heat up the yogurt so that we have that. It's mushy. Lovely. It's not very enjoyable. I guess that's understandable. We'll use the copper pot yet again, and we'll heat up some of the hard cheese. Yeah, just so that we can have something a little bit okay. More than just the fruit jam that we've been eating. Oh dear. And the copper pot, will be sure to drop that back down, because I think that'll be in our inventory now, if I had to guess. It is. We'll just leave it on the ground there. And we're not tired yet, but we should probably try and rest if we can. Just make sure any bandages in here. There's a soap bar, shaving kit. You know what? Let's use the shaving kit here. It's a small thing that we can do to improve our mood. If we have a look at this, we can see freshly shaven. And we've enjoyed a hot meal, so it's helping us out. Even though we dislike the yogurt and dislike disliked the mana potion. Mild pain, let's knock back an aspirin here. And yeah, just take a moment here to reflect on a rough encounter. I don't think we have anything to read. We could just flick through one of these, archery or the fantasy novel. Yeah, let's have a look at archery for kids. We can actually learn from it, so why not? Yeah, we'll go ahead and just flick through this thing. We are a little chilly, so we'll stop for a second, head down towards the fire, and we'll just read by there for now, unless we get too hot. There we go, we got that to level 1, and that's pretty much all that we can do. Do we want to keep this book? Is it going to give us anything? It does give us some recipes. We'll hold on to it for now. It's kept us happy. So yeah, I think we'll just spend a little bit of time here. We're not that injured. We could probably push on with what we've got at the moment. But it's more mana as well. I think we want to wait here at least until we get a fair amount of our mana back. So we're very hungry at this stage. I think the fire is gone. Anything else that we can eat here? It's all frozen, so we'd have to unfreeze it. There is an egg carton here, but I don't actually think it has any eggs in it. Yeah. Very hungry at this stage. So what do we actually want to try and heat up here? The bacon's rotted. It's probably going to have to be the pickled veggies and the pickles. So yeah, let's just go reclaim some wood here and drag that on down into that. Start up that fire. We might as well extinguish it until we're happy with that fire. There we go. Drag you a little bit closer and we'll activate that copper pot. Go and heat up the pickled veggie and the pickle. Thank you. And we'll just have a munch on those. Oh man, they're not very satisfying, but you know, could be worse, I suppose. We're fine for hydration at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about that. I do want to grab the curry powder though, if we can. I'm not sure where that's been kept. Probably in the cupboard here somewhere. Let's see, where are you, curry powder? Apparently nowhere around here. Really? It's not in our inventory. It is in our inventory. Well, okay, I stand corrected. Anything else interesting in this space? Well, what we can do is just stand by the wardrobe and just kind of look like this. And I think we can, there we go. We can actually sort by categories. So obviously we've got the copper pot. We've got clothing here, just looking to see if there's anything interesting clothing-wise. The books, of course, and yeah, that's that. So yeah, we're just going to spend a little bit more time hanging out by the fire, waiting for an hour or two, getting back most of our mana. I think we're at 3,700 now for mana, so we'll wait 2 hours, see how we feel after that. And there we go. We are at full mana. We aren't tired yet, but it is 10:30. I'm thinking maybe the cover of darkness is the perfect time to do this exploration. Oh, we got a zombie soldier. Of course we do. Of course we do. And the zombie soldiers are going to be a bit more resistant to our slashing tools. So I'm going to go ahead and extinguish this fire, this light source, and we're just going to make our way around here. It's going to bash its way into the home, and I actually just want to climb up here, see if we can see anything extra. Really not surprised that we can't see much, and we'll go and just climb back down over that ledge, make our way around, get back onto the bike, and get onto the road. Okay, there we go. Back this thing on up. Hey, it's a pigeon. Is it our pet pigeon? That would be hilarious if it was. Are you following me, pigeon? No, you're not. Well, and it's gone. And it's gone. We did briefly have a pet pigeon. Oh, okay, right. So we are going to stop here. It's been a few hours, so there's a chance that they might come back from the dead here, so we'll be ready to hit them. Okay, we don't need to yet. They're all very much like burnt corpses, but yeah, we don't want to take any chances with them. We'll go ahead and just destroy what remains of them. We've got an acidic zombie. That's not great. We'll let that just kind of wander around for now. It hasn't been able to find us yet. It is trying to follow our scent though. You can kind of tell just from the way it's wandering around. Acidic zombie is dangerously close. Stop smashing. Yes, it is dangerously close, and it could actually detect us for a second then. Alright, let's just have a quick look at the items that are here. Okay. You never know, there could be a mage among the dead. It's entirely possible, so we want to try and see if there's anything that jumps out at us, and no. There was a restaurant guide that's like, you know, there might be some interesting things with that, but I think we're just going to carry on for now. Yep, there we go. And we are a little bit chilly. Let's see, what is feeling the chill? Everything is feeling the chill right now. Okay, that's totally fair. We've got a zapper zombie to the west. Okay, now, where was this place? Okay, it's still a ways ahead. We could also go to the north and see what we have up along this track here. Looks like it's probably going to end up being a farm or something like that. Probably not a bad location for us to spend the night, you know, all things considered. At the same time, demon spiders. We really want to try and kill one. Okay, and this is the spot. This is where our bicycle was last time. Now, we have mana. We are kind of prepared for this, but how would we go about it? What would be the best thing for us to do? Ideally, one of the first things we would do is use our ethereal grasp, which is going to hold it in place, or at least slow it down a whole lot. Frost armor would be fantastic for us to have before, but it is more mana. I think what I would like to try and do would be use ethereal grasp and then just slam it with magic missiles. What would have been smart for us to do would have been learning something like Ice Spike. The range on it still isn't that great, so I still feel like magic missile is our best move because it's going to be doing 20 no matter what. We could try and throw a grenade or two, but I feel like the chances of us getting hit by the shrapnel are just as high as, you know, it doing damage to us. We also need to remember it used burning hands when it got up close to us, so it can cast. So, yeah. I kind of feel like I'm talking myself out of this at the moment. And I feel like maybe we should. Maybe we should talk ourselves out of it for now. You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to follow this road instead this evening. As much as we want to kill this thing, and I guess that's the other thing as well. Like, what's our motivation for killing it? Power? Yeah, sure. This has been kind of the first thing that's really stopped Luna in her tracks. There is a possibility that we could find some really amazing things. That's totally possible. But we'll just have to kind of be patient with that, I think. As we continue to make our way down this road late at night. Oh boy. A lot of ammo casings on the side of the road there. A cigar butt too. Someone went out with a bang. And it looks like we're pulling up to what could just be a farm. Yep. Big old silos. So, okay. That's a space where we can get a good sight of the area. But, it's not really somewhere that we can stay for the night. So we could continue down along the road until we hit J or find out whatever is at the end of this one. You know, we can actually ride pretty quickly, so I think that's probably the best course of action for us. And damn, shrubs. Yeah, I guess, yeah, shrubs will do damage to us. We want to make sure that we do not damage this bike though. As you can just see how much further we're able to get, you know, using minimal amounts of stamina. Like, we can probably actually go up a little bit faster. It seems like that's the max that we can get. 25. I mean, still we're keeping our, you know, our stamina is staying the same. Yeah, this is good. We are flying along. At least it feels like it. Oh boy, holy crap. Yep, okay. And straight into some runners. Oh boy, I guess safe mode wasn't on then. That's frightening as hell. They were just grabbing at us. Luckily, they all missed. Here we go. What do we have here? It's an apple orchard, so this is somewhere that we might be able to spend the night. It's also somewhere that we might be able to find some food. We've got chickens, weasels, And, oh, a giant wasp. Wonderful. It's just chasing a crow at the moment. We'll let that happen. We're going to stop here. Oh, God, of course it's a shady zombie. Okay, well, yeah, you were invisible. That's the thing about these creatures. They are going to be invisible in the dark. We are going to be very slow on the square that we're on at the moment, so I really want to try and get off of it if I can. So let's see if we can. We can move to the side. We draw our saber. And with a few quick slashes, we've killed the thing. We're going to leave our saber out for now, because there might be more of them around. We don't... Well, I guess we could just flash the light real quick and then turn it off again. Okay, that's fine. Let's make our way towards here. Okay, we've got a weasel. What do we have in here? Some orange soda, and it's frozen at the moment. Okay, check the back. Nothing. Nothing in there either. Okay. Alright, anything in the barrels currently? Well, I filled it up with non-drowsy cough syrup. Let's just pour that back into a small plastic bottle, thank you. Yeah. Okay. Over towards this main structure here. Let's see. Doesn't look like anyone's home. So far. Okay. We've got a single can. Frozen. Dark cola. Probably good for us to have a hot plate with us, really, because a lot of things are going to be frozen now. Okay, just lots of crates here as well. And believe me, I love opening crates, but it's just unfortunate that so many of them seem to be just empty now. Not getting anything out of these at all. So we're going to be very chilly if we stay here. You know what, let's just take the cola. And we'll do the same thing over here. Just take the cola from there, the orange soda rather. Look at moving on. They didn't keep much in the way of stock here, it seems. Okay. Yep, apple orchard. Well, we've got the small town of J up here. I don't like the idea of looking at that during the day. We got ourselves an evac shelter though. Well, I mean, surely there would be help there, huh, Luna? Okay, well, it's a little dodgy doing this at night, but maybe that's the best time. You know, we can see pretty good tonight. It's nice and clear. The dead don't seem to be able to see that well. I mean, that group up by the road here didn't see us until we were, like, right on top of them. To be fair, I didn't see them either, but... I mean, Luna saw them. Rycon didn't. So we're going to get close to Stetson here, and I think we're just going to try and make our way out towards that evac shelter. I know it's not as dramatic as going after... Oh boy, got a whole heap of dead here. Yep. An old wreck. Yeah, not as dramatic as going after the demon spider, but we want to be 100% on top of our game for that. And I still feel like those suckers are going to be able to see pretty well in the darkness, you know, demon spider stuff. What is that? That is a goblin encampment. Are you kidding me? Fantastic. Holy crap. Well, that's exciting. That is very exciting. Okay, so it looks like West Windsor has been taken over by a goblin encampment. West Windsor is a familiar name from Dusk's World. Okay, let's just weave our way through the zombies here. Looks like there's a bit of roadworks out there. Okay, and onwards we go, leaving the smaller town behind. Let's see what this evacuation center has for us, huh? Well, there's a tough zombie along the way. Let's keep on moving, Luna. What will be here? Let's hope. Okay, it's in good condition. That's actually quite surprising to me. And we can see that there's a light on inside. There is a computer blinking. Okay, let's stop our bicycle, clamber on off, and 2 computers. Okay, let's go close some of these curtains. What do we have in each of these? A whistle, a FEMA evacuation pamphlet, a sealed water bottle, and protein rations. All frozen at the moment. Okay. I'm intrigued by the evacuation pamphlet. Let's have a read of this. So, welcome to your emergency survival shelter. We hope your stay here will be short and comfortable. Provided are an emergency blanket, high visibility jacket, gas mask, and food and water rations for 1 day, as well as emergency lighter and flashlight. There are further supplies in the communal cabinets should the facility be over its intended capacity. These resources are checked and updated by FEMA on a regular basis, but if you find some items missing, please contact a FEMA supervisor at your earliest convenience. Please wait in the shelter until an official evacuation transport arrives to take you to your homes, or in the event of major disaster, to the nearest evacuation gathering point. In the event that you have been evacuated under violent circumstances, FEMA recommends taking cover in the shelter's basement until help arrives. Remember, if you leave the shelter, we cannot find you to take you to safety. I see. Yes. Right. Okay. Well, that's that. And it looks like it's pretty much going to be the same in each of these. So the emergency blanket, that's going to keep us warm tonight. So we are going to be able to stay here with that. And I mean, there's clean water, which is good. The protein rations, we'll go ahead and take them. I mean, it's still food. It's a protein bar. We can probably eat that just as is, really, even if it's frozen, because there are some foods that we can eat even when they're frozen. We'll just close up all these curtains so that we're nice and hidden. We'll crack that door open. Okay, that leads to the roof. Good to know. And what do we have in here? More plastic bottles, a whole heap of them. Let's just close all the curtains first, because then we can use our own light source. There we go, that's a little bit better. Okay, so what do we have around us here? Wow, lots of protein rations. Okay. Lots of emergency jackets, and lots of folded blankets, etc. Same thing up here. Wow, okay, yep. That'll keep us fit for a while. So, let's have a look at this emergency message here. Reading citizens, a biological attack has taken place and a state of emergency has been declared. Emergency personnel will be aiding you shortly. To ensure your safety, please follow the below steps. Do not panic. Remain inside the building, seek shelter in the basement, use provided gas masks, await further instructions. Okay, contact us. Let's see. Okay, so this is where a refugee center can be found. Very good. So let's have a look and see. We marked the refugee center, but we have no idea how to get there by road. All right. So can we see? Okay, it is to the north. It is to the north. It is very far to the north. Wow. Okay, so that's the refugee center all the way up there. Well, I guess that gives Luna a goal. That is quite a ways though. Lots of things in between. Ooh, swamp tiles. Now, I think swamp tiles, when they're marked like that, it's also, you know, potentially something, a lair of some kind. I mean, we've got a freaking goblin encampment over here, so that's something for us to explore. But for now, we need to try and settle down for the night. So let's just have a look downstairs and see how things are down here. Okay, seemingly everything is okay, but no people. Still no people. Same story there. Okay, well, let's see. Can we eat? We can eat one of these protein rations. Well, they really are not that enjoyable, but in saying that, they do give us calories. So that's something that it's got going for it. Let's clamber on top of this roof just so we can get a little bit more of a sight. Put that light out and see. Yeah, nothing else around here. Okay, well, I guess we are going to be sleeping in the basement tonight, Luna. It's not going to be the most comfortable sleep in the world, but at least we'll be safe. We'll kind of curl up in the corner here. We'll go ahead and activate that emergency blanket, which pretty much just means that we're going to fold the thing out. There we go. Unpack that sucker, and its volume exceeds something. But yeah, we should be able to wear that as well. So let's see if we can. Emergency blanket. Well, I guess we can wield it for now, but we'll wear it instead. And that's going to just hang over the top of us as we settle in for the evening. Yeah, it's just one of those mylar blankets, I think. And so with that, we're going to wrap up for today's episode. It was an episode of recovery, but it was also an episode of growth. We've gotten better with certain spells, and I feel like we might need to broaden out of just the fire focus, because when we run into things like the demon spiders, we need to have a backup, and sometimes that backup is going to be a pistol. So yeah, we'll stay varied, Luna, and for now, we will stay alive. In this evac shelter, down in the basement, alone in a dead world. There are survivors out there. We've had some encounters, mostly with them shooting at us. And of course there's Valzane. But other than that, no one else seems to have survived this. Even the wizards, the witches, the mages. Where are they? Was our grandfather trying to go somewhere that was safe, somewhere that they all knew? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. For now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.